about to cause a scene. There's nothing like you see.
Ladies and gentlemen of Plymouth, coming to you live from the Kingston Toys R Us. No, not in Macy's, but you know where the car dealership is now. Greg Simoneau. Thanks. Thanks for the local scene for having me. Thank you. Thanks to Dan in the booth. Yeah. Just want to say, our thoughts and prayers with the people affected by the LA fires. Don't hit the laugh track on that, Dan. Oh boy. So, episode 44, I think. Wow, great. There we go. I think just started off here by, the other day I used my credit card at a store, and I didn't really want to. I just pulled that one out by accident, It's like, didn't really want to do that. I'm trying not to rack up any debt, and I just try to use my debit card for everything, and it was $56, and I'm kind of hoping it doesn't go through, and I don't think it will because it was a store in my dreams, so I don't think that'll really allow it to process.
No.
Oh, my notes wet. It's really like it's at this really cool retro toy store, and it's really the, toy store of my dreams. And I don't know why, I just pulled out the credit card, and looking back, I should have just used Dream Bucks, They were just floating around everywhere. I could have grabbed some, Should have just grabbed some of them Dream Bucks and paid with that. Oh, is this enough? Sir, that's 4 Dream Bucks. That's not enough. Oh, okay. Is this enough? Sir, that's 2,000 Dream Bucks. I can't make change for that. So I hope this doesn't hurt my, standing at the Retro's toy store. In my dreams, because I like going there once in a while. And, I'll just tell the guy, hey, look, I don't have the merchandise that I bought here. I didn't wake up with a bunch of toys in my bed. That hasn't happened since that one time I had night terrors and I knocked the toys off my nightstand into my bed. I remember my wife saying, I rolled over and one of your stupid toys poked me in the back. And I told her, that wasn't a toy. It was an accessory. It was He-Man's little sword. But that would be something, to wake up with a bunch of toys that you bought in your dream appear in your bed. I think I would have to go right to blaming Santa Claus.
No.
I know that's not how he works, but I would have no one else to turn to at that point. And then, I was thinking that kind of reeks of the work of Rumpelstiltskin. Maybe not. Oh my God. How did these end up in my bed? But I got to tell you, the toys in this retro toy store, man, they're the toys that you can only dream about.
No.
Being the shopkeeper, we might argue whether or not he might say, I can't wake up with these toys because they don't exist. And I would argue that they maybe do exist. I mean, Bugs Bunny is real, so of course there has to be a toy of him. Maybe it was a Target exclusive that I don't know about. I don't know. You ever get that though? You have this feeling like when you wake up, you don't know if it's day or night. You know, you're a little confused. I have that same feeling. I wake up, you know, not knowing whether or not I own certain toys.
No.
It's a scary idea. But I think, you know how we have e-commerce now? In the future, we might have dream commerce, where they'll watch our dreams and charge us for the purchases we make, the sales we make, the taxes we accrue. And I'm fine with if they do that, as long as they put in my target circle number first. I want the credit for that. And if they're going to do that, then when I win the lottery in my dreams, I better wake up in a bed full of cash, too. Nothing worse than dreaming about winning the lottery and then waking up and not having won it, you know? And if Dave Attell told that joke, he'd be like, and I woke up with cash and a bunch of hookers in my bed. And it's like, oh, are you ladies practicing dry January? I hope not. Something stupid. So my new thing is, yeah, I got the toys. But my new thing is I really love Pauline from Super Mario Brothers. If you don't know who that is, it's who Donkey Kong kidnapped in like the originals, and Mario had to go and try to save her. I'm really in love with Pauline, you know. And I don't know if you can say this about a woman now these days or a computer graphic, but man, perfect body. And I would just like to say, kudos to you, Shigeru Miyamoto. Kudos to you. And I hope that translates well, because kudos, you know, is a granola bar we give to people after they do a good job here in the States. So I don't know if that'll translate. It's a granola bar, you know, it's covered in chocolate, but it's healthy. It's healthy. And you did a good job. I love playing Mario Golf Super Rush with Pauline. She's part of my regular foursome. I play as Koopa Troopa with the turtle shell. Then there's Pauline, Bowser Jr., and Ninja. And I know a lot of 40-year-old men would probably like to have a threesome with Pauline, but I just can't leave out Ninja, you know? Besides, he's the one that brings the leather straps, so. I like to play around and with the weather set to rain, because then Pauline's all wet, and I like to see her miss a putt and make a bogey, and then she goes, "Oh," she gives you one of these like, "Oh, I'm a bad girl at golf," you know. It's just a fun thing I like to see. The rain really affects her. Oh, you can unlock different outfits for the characters if you play online, and me and a lot of other 40-year-old males are can't wait for Pauline's outfit number 2 to finally drop. Yeah. We don't know what it's going to look like, but I can tell you it's going to be way too sexy. That's it. I like playing with Pauline and Mario Golf Super Rush. But I think we're ready to take our relationship to the next level. I think we're going to try to play Smash Brothers Ultimate Super Mario Smash Brothers next. I think that's the next logical step. I don't usually go after other people's girlfriends. That's why when Donkey Kong 2 March of the Minis came out for DS, and it was displayed that Pauline and Mario are just friends now. So that's good. And that's a weird way of saying, like, how did you guys meet? Well, I looked on Donkey Kong 2 March of the Minis on DS, and it said she was available. So I asked her out. You gotta check out these things. That's stupid. And then there's Mario Tennis Aces. And I like to play with Pauline in Mario Tennis Aces, even though a lot of other 40-year-old males would rather play pickleball with Pauline, probably. I'm very protective of Pauline. That's why I tried to unlock just the best armor for her in Mario Strikers League. You know, just the best. And no matter how much armor you put on her, she's always showing just enough skin. It's not my doing.
No.
I think I might take Pauline on a proper date, out to a restaurant. I don't think my wife would mind if I was playing my Nintendo Switch when they came around with the meat at Rio. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll take some of that. And can you get me a milk when you're at it, when you have a chance? Yep. Pauline is the mayor of New Donk City, which is some kind of Donkey Kong city. I'm not really sure. And I have her poster up in my man cave, and when guests come over, I'm always worried. Do they think that poster is a little too political?
No.
I really enjoy Pauline. I mean, I'm usually the one moving the joystick, but I really enjoy Pauline. Pauline is also the captain of my Mario Striker League's soccer team. Yep. She's in charge of roster control. She has more power than Bill Belichick, but I trust her. I trust her, And she has a better draft record, too. And I'm still not over the fact that she glistens in the rain on Mario Golf. It's so distracting. And I have 100 coins on this round. Also, Pauline is in Mario Tennis Aces, and the cinematic that plays when leading up to her when she goes to play, it's like a little movie. It shows the feet first, the chest second, and then the face third, which is probably the order that you like them if you're a 40-year-old male, and you're also probably a creep.
No.
Just switching gears here. Oh, yeah. So I did this last year. I'm doing it again this year. It's called Dry January. And here it is. We're already on January 22nd, and I still haven't wet the bed. So far, so good. Yeah, just kidding. I did Dry January last year, and that broke my streak of 26 wet Januaries in a row. That and a lot of sheets in the washing machine. Oh. Let's see. Oh. I'm not really a big drinker, so I thought I would really build up to it before January started. So I bought a case of Heinekens for Christmas and New Year's, and I think it worked because now I don't want to see a Heine until February.
No.
Someone asked me if I thought I could go 2 months. Well, February, once you get past the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day, then all you really have to worry about is President's Day. And boy, I used to get drunk on President's Day pretty bad. And then you have to get by the kids' school vacation in February, and I used to be like, oh, I'd be at Sky Zone and be like, oh, what are all these kids doing here? I usually have the weekdays, middle of the day to myself. If you don't know what Sky Zone is, it's a indoor trampoline park. And man, once the school vacation hits, might as well hit the bar instead. Maybe they should put a bar in Sky Zone. I don't know. But I come from a long line of drinkers. You know, my brothers are drinkers. My father's a drinker. My father's dog was a drinker. And that's as far back as I go. All right? I never did the 23andMe. I just sent my Cologuard in, you know? Jeez, stop asking me for bodily fluids, male. Hemingway was a drinker. You know, write drunk, edit sober, you know, is often misattributed to him, you know. So I just like, the last thing I want to do if I'm drunk is write, you know, and then edit. Who edits? You've seen this show.
No.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, so Raw on Netflix debuted. I caught that. My favorite part was when Hogan got booed.
No.
He came out promoting his beer, the Real American Beer. And I remember when Hogan used to say your prayers and eat your vitamins. So now I guess we're just drinking beer with him? Forget all that stuff. I still have a lot of my Hulk Hogan collectibles, and I, you know, get them out there and I put them out, and I'm like, well, that's displayed now. Hope it's not too political. Yeah. Hulk Hogan's older now. He used to pretend he didn't know if he could hear us, and now he really can't hear us. What? Are those boos, or are they saying Zeus?
No.
Yeah, but Hulk promoted his All-American beer at the wrong time. It's dry January, Hulk. Jeez, what are you thinking? So Netflix paid $500 million for 10 years, $5 billion for wrestling to have Raw on Netflix. So I guess that answers the question, will there be ads? Yes, there's ads. And The Rock opened the show, and I think when Hogan was getting booed, I think he should have fought Hogan right there. It could have saved that segment a little bit. Just a little bit, I think. Whoa, one of these other things here that I don't know if you guys are knowing, but when I was a kid, I grew up with He-Man, you know, and my other brother, he grew up with Ninja Turtles, and now they've put them together, Turtles of Grayskull. It's like a mashup. So they have a comic book about it, and when you buy the action figures, those come with comic books. And I'm an adult, so now I read all the books, and let me tell you, I have no idea what's happening. It's He-Man, it's Ninja Turtles, and it's some kind of universe. No idea. Still no idea what's happening, but I like it. It's a good mashup, you know? And I even got the Skeletor for Christmas. They made a new Skeletor. And the only difference with him is that his armor is now like neon green instead of purple. But you can't go on what I say because I'm colorblind.
No.
But I like it. Yeah, I got him for Christmas. And when you get Skeletor for Christmas, you can't say that that's your favorite Christmas present, you know? It's not when you're my age. So you got to say something like, oh yeah, that sweater you got me, that was my favorite. Really? Because were pretty excited when you got the Skeletor. Yeah, no, it was a sweater. And then what did my aunt get me? A scarf? Yes, the scarf. That was also another great present. I'm going to be really warm this winter. And then you look at Skeletor, and the figure just warms you in your heart. You're like, man, am I evil? I don't know. Oh, so the other day I was out and I was in Walmart and I saw Turtles of Grayskull Leatherhead. And that's just a reptile character from Ninja Turtles. I know they're putting the whole He-Man spin on him. And he comes in a box, so the price is more, right? So I take it and I go down one of those aisles where it has a scanner where you can check the price, because I know it's more than the regular figure. So like a crack addict, I just go down one of the aisles to hopefully maybe get the price without anyone seeing, right? And then when I scan it, the scanner goes and just looks like a TV that went all staticky. I'm like, oh my God, the drug deal has gone bad. Leave the Leatherhead, go away. The cops are coming. That's a toy I can only dream of now. So I didn't want to go up to like a manager or, a cashier and be like, how much is this? Because I didn't want them to be like, oh, your mommy finally gave you your allowance. You can finally have it. So I thought, thanks. I'm going there after the show. So I thought, we could just look this up on my phone, right? That'll give me a kind of an accurate maybe price on my phone. And I looked on my phone and the prices were way jacked up, way higher than you'd ever want to spend, even if you had enough dream bucks for this thing. Way too much money. The scalpers have already gotten their hands on these things and they're on eBay and the prices are way high. The scalpers have gotten there. They haven't hit our town yet, but they're coming. Believe me. Let me tell you. Okay. Oh yeah. It's called let me see if I can explain it. It's called Turtles of Grayskull because they couldn't call it Turtles of He-Man because that would make it seem like the Ninja Turtles were He-Man's pets. And the Ninja Turtles are nobody's pets unless they're Splinter's pets. Like I said, I really don't know what's going on with it. I really can't tell you. Oh, right. Then they have Teela. Do you remember her from the old cartoon? Yeah, Teela. I always thought she might hook up with He-Man at some point. The cartoon never explored that. But then I think Adam liked Teela. But then I think Teela thought maybe Adam was too weak for her, But little did she know he had a power sword, And do women like men with power swords? I don't know. It was a real glower, not a shower. You know what I mean? Yeah, but Teela was sort of a Grayskull hottie for me. I thought she was pretty cool. And now it says, Teela, shell-kicking warrior goddess. Their words, not mine, And she's in a new armor set. Kind of has some turtleish, like a shell shield, but she's showing a little skin, not too much, but just a little skin, you know what I mean? Good for you, Teela. And the armor is removable, so that's up to you, okay? It is playtime. I just want to hit that like it's my my catchphrase. It's your playtime. So, one last thing. I went to the Rio Brazilian Steakhouse here in Plymouth. Chicken Hearts, anyone? It's a nice little place. I love it, yes. Yeah, meat keeps coming, right? So what you want to do is I pregame before I go. I don't eat lunch and I eat Tums. And now that I'm old, I realized that's my idea of pre-gaming, is having some Tums before. So like when I go over to my friend's house, they're like, hey, we can pre-game at my house before we go out. And it's like, oh, why? You guys have Tums? So then you got to wear your fat pants because the meat just keeps coming. Because you're going to have the meat sweat afterwards. So you got to allot a little amount of time afterwards to deal with those meat sweats. So I usually, if it's open, book a little appointment at Sky Zone. I feel like bouncing after a big meal of meat. It really helps the Tums kick in, if you know what I mean.
No.
And I was like, oh, okay, for the show, I want to talk about Rio. Let me look up, see if they had any bad reviews. And they had one bad review. Yeah, one guy claimed he got spoiled milk 2 times in a row. And I was like, well, geez, you go to Rio, who's ordering milk? You know? And how dare you, sir? In Brazil, spoiled milk is milk. How dare you? But I get it. He comes from I've been to the bars and gotten some weird orange juice before, you know? I'm like, this orange juice, it needs some champagne or vodka in it to make it taste good. That's all that milk needed, was to be part of a White Russian. It would have been perfectly fine. And my nephew was, he got in for a kid price, and he ate more meat than all of us. $12.99. That little kid just says, like, keep it coming, keep it coming. I don't know why they believed he was under 10. Oh. And I would like, and they end the show with grilled cinnamon sugar pineapple. And I was wondering, how do I end my show with grilled cinnamon sugared pineapple? What's the verbal equivalent? I know what isn't the verbal equivalent. Saying grilled cinnamon sugar pineapple.
No.
Oh. But I think that's coming to our end is our time. I just thank you. Thank you, Plymouth. Just wanted to let you know that you can catch me in the upcoming movie, Toy Store 2000. It's not by Pixar. It's an independent film. And for the grumpy store owner, we got him. You know him. You guessed it. Kingston's own Chris Cooper. And playing Pauline, of course, is going to be the one and the only Florence Pugh. Home run. So thank you, Plymouth. Look for me. I'll be the guy trying to buy toys in his dreams. Good night.
We about to cause a scene. There's nothing like you see. Everything ain't what it seems. Whoa, 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 whoa. Them man never been ready for the chaos. I stay ready, never take day off. Train for the action, it's payoff. Deliver that straight, no mailbox. First class talker, top tier walker. Back in my chat, these dark roads, I navigate that. Seminar parts, graduate facts. So I rise up to the madness. No time for the action.